He's going for it himself. Oh, what a goal from Ki Sung-young! A stunner in the National Stadium. It's first blood Celtic.
And it is an absolute cracker. What a hit. But he picks up the ball. Nobody closes him down quick enough. So he just sets it up for himself. And then he decides he's going to let fly. When it comes in here, nobody closes down quick enough. Oh, and he's hit it right into the side netting. Very difficult for the goalkeeper, but what a super strike.
Well, Darren Randolph tried, but couldn't get there. Exploded into the net behind him. One, then two fists, and Celtic are in front in the final. Coming to the edge of the area. Oh, it's it! That's it! And surely the Scottish Cup will be going back to Celtic Park. It's an own goal. It is unfortunate for Motherwell, but it's Celtic's cup final to throw away now.
Well, it's a nightmare for Motherwell. Good play from Celtic. Here's the pick out. Find somebody coming in. Mark Wilson, not the best shot he's ever hit, but it comes off the Motherwell defenders and it's in the back of the net. And now Celtic have got themselves in a lovely position with a cushion. But here's the pass from Commons. Drive it across. Final touch off Stephen Craigan. No chance for Hutchinson, who tries to scramble it off the line. It comes off Stephen Craigan, and Motherwell's chances may well have gone.
And he has a right good chance here for Celtic to kill it off. It is Mulgrew, and how about that for a free kick? What a finish from Charlie Mulgrew. The cherry on the cake. The cup's going back to Parkhead.
Well, I was wondering, can he get this over the wall and get it to come down quick enough? He didn't even give it a second thought. He's gone for power, and he's hit an absolute fizzer. Goalkeeper sees it so late, no chance to move, and that is a wonderful strike from Mulgrew. Made for the left footer, but Key struck it well. That is every bit as good. That is an absolute beauty.
A howitzer from Charlie Mulgrew. It's been a dream season for him. His second spell at the club. The management team, I can tell you're watching on, very proud just now. As Scott Brown receives the Scottish Cup for 2011. Silver at last for Celtic. It must have felt like an eternity for them. 2 years and 2 months since they last won a trophy.
That succeeded, but in the end there was no stopping them. No, and the game plan as such we saw right from the start was to play with that holding midfield player, to stop, to protect the centre backs, to try and get in Celtic's faces in midfield, win the ball back. But they just didn't use the ball well enough, Rob, to create goal-scoring situations. John mentioned that they had the one shot. There was a fantastic effort by Gunning, hit the crossbar, and I can't remember really them having another, real goal-scoring opportunity. And I know towards the end they threw the second striker on, and effectively they lost the goal after that as well. So they tried very hard, yeah, that's pretty obvious from what we saw. But they just didn't have the quality in the last third of the park to cause Celtic any problems today.
Just the chat about whether Celtic played as well as they could do. They have done this season. They played brilliantly near the end of the season, but they didn't have to play the best today. Motherwell needed their top players, the creative players to play well, and they didn't turn up to some degree. Humphrey and Murphy. There was no way that they were going to win unless those players had big games. And it would have been a real crying shame for Celtic how well they played for the entirety of the season had they not got silverware today. The correct team won today. They weren't the underdogs, but the correct team won today.
And Neil Lennon deserves it. He's had a tough time of it this season, losing out, in the League Cup final, and then losing out to the league right at the last minute. Two cruel ways of losing. And it's befitting that he wins the Scottish Cup. He's had to put up with a lot this season.
And let's hope things off the field will calm down from the ridiculous level they got to, because he doesn't deserve it. No one deserves it.
There's no place for it, Rob. There's no place in football for what Neil's had to be subjected to, you know, and he's a football manager. He's won his first trophy now. He's got the full back, and as you can see from the supporters, they absolutely idolise him. He's they see him as one of their own, and there's no way, you know, these threats to his life and everything else will force him to leave. He said it himself. He loves his job, and hopefully this will be the first trophy of many. And as I said before the game, this is a great positive finish for Celtic to the season. Disappointed.